Salam, shalom, wise solid speaking. Happy New Year's. Hopefully everyone's well. Of course, today's video is going to be deep. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask before I begin. This video will help anyone who's seeking happiness, inner happiness, and peace. This has to do with God in heaven. Peace and wisdom, peace to the gods and everyone else. Now, before I start, I want to say this. Of course, visit the website, upscaleknowledge.org, allwiseservant.org. New Year's, peace and wisdom, King Coolly Foolish. New Year's is the day of your birth. Everyone has a different new year. And it has to do with one's birth. This is when you've come full circle. Life started when it started for you. You know my point? In regards to the whole existence, so life starts from the darkness. First there was evening, then there was morning. And if you understand astronomy, placement of the stars, then you know it would start. New Year's is when we celebrate it all in that week. This is basically the time before spring. You get my point? Before you have spring or conception, so you have all the darkness before it. Before you wake up, so then there's unconsciousness. You start there. In unconsciousness, then you rise to awake. It always starts with the dark, or it always starts with the nothing. And so, New Year's truly is everyone's birthday, whenever your birthday is. Instead of you calling it your birthday, it's your new year. Why? You was born already. It ain't the day you was born. All days is different. That day is gone. So, hopefully you guys grasp. Now, I want to say one more thing before I start. Most of y'all should be familiar with the phrase voila. Of course, it's a French word. It's spelled V-I-O-L-A. But we know it as like voila. Magic trick stuff. Like I said, this word comes from, your French people. It's with a V first. Voila. You know how the French speak, Parlez-vous français, doudou boo boo, wee wee. Doodoo woo boo, wee wee, pee pee, butthole. You know how they talk. Yeah, I know. I'll be all in French. I'll be kicking it with the French chicks' blood. They ain't feeling me. Say, parlez-vous, wee wee, doodoo butt. That's not French. I'm sorry, I thought it was. I heard someone say that. Parlez-vous, wee wee, doodoo butt. I'll learn French one day. I like how it flows. You can say anything. Now, you have the word voila. Don't worry if you're new, I'm not crazy. You say like you just got here, you like, damn, this was deep Then dude just went left with it. This is normal for regulars, don't. It's what I do. Like, can't take y'all too deep, your minds will break, so I have to balance it out. You have the word voila. This word has to do with magic, like rabbit out a hat. Then you say voila. So the word means like there it is. It has to do with manifesting, like something appearing out of thin air. Sure, we can all agree on that. In regards to the word voila, can someone let me know if I'm still clear? It's going crazy on my end. But like I said, that word has to do with magic, manifestation magic, rabbit out the hat type of thing. That word is Allah in Arabic tongue. And in English tongue, we say voila, meaning voila, Allah, and voila. It's all the same word. Now, I know a lot of you guys will say how. That word derives from the ancient Sumerian or Akkadian word, Allah Wallah. So I told you guys about that deity before, if you feel familiar with ancient Sumerian texts. Not Eric von Daniken talking about the actual clay tablets and what they say, not what the chariot of the gods say. That's made up. So, and that's no disrespect to Eric von Daniken. I used to love his books for entertainment purpose. For entertainment purposes, he didn't even keep the same names. Meaning, you don't even use the same name. In ancient Sumer, you have the god Alelu or Ilala. Some of y'all are familiar with ancient Sumerian texts. You heard of that god, Ilelu. It's pronounced Ilala. It's the same deity, but you're going to get lost if you follow Eric von Daniken's writings. Now, when you're dealing with this god, Allah Wallah, they have it titled as Geshtu, Geshtu. I'm saying that so you can look it up. Geshtu-E, ancient Sumerian deity. It should pop up showing you the real name, which is Ilawela, pronounced Illa Wella, or Illa Wella. That's the correct way, Allah Wella, or just Wella. So if you look up what I just told you to, you're going to see exactly what I said. I'm helping you with the pronunciation of it because it may look like Willa, or I'm saying Wella, like voila, magic. Now, if you're familiar with ancient Sumerian scholarship, that god Allah Wallah is sacrificed by the other gods to the clay. And from his unseen body emerged a ghost. And so it says, ever after that, they heard the drum beat, meaning a heartbeat. This is a conception thing, meaning physical life has to do with conception. It has to do with that substance we call semen being bound to the clay, or the menses, the egg cell. And so Allah Wallah is the substance that we call semen. The same thing that I told y'all Jesus was. That God being the ghost of the slain God. So you have to look at it like an unseen God is killed and his blood emerges. We know this blood is semen. This blood is the fabric of life. meaning you can't get physical life or life period without it. This is how we are here. Your daddy dropped some of that white milk in your mama. It was good too. She said, put mine. I know what y'all like. I know what y'all want to hear. But not today. Now, it is that substance that is called the voila, Allah, voila, because it just manifests out of thin orgasm, but before physical body, so physical life itself, the whole existence of it, it started with that, what we call semen. And so you get my point? I don't want you to get lost and say, so when I jerk off, because y'all don't get no vagina. You say, when I jerk off, that's God. It's the blood of God. You've just helped in the killing of God or the Father. Say, who's the Father? You. Help to kill yourself. That's your whole spirit. The blood of God. Of course, you have the fallen angels below in your testicles. So they provoke you to help them in the killing of this God. And this is how it happened in the beginning of life. And this is how it still happens in the beginning of a life. Meaning before a baby is born. So the blood of God is the beginning of it. And so man don't know that. He just see the manifesto. He say, yeah, that's how you make a baby. But he doesn't know, like, what's the story before that? You get my point? Can't think life started with physical first. It had to start with those other things first. Menses and seminal fluid. This is your substances. This comes before matter or clay. So life starts with airs first. This will be mind. Mind, just like airs, will manifest into substance. Air turns into water or rain. That rain will go through its different states, becoming thick and yolky, like an egg's albumin, the slime. And then you get the yolk. This is like earth. This is like matter. So all the dimensions of existence lies within an egg, an eyeball, many things. Now I told you all before, sperm cells don't swim, they fly, because semen is sky or heaven. That's why it's all cloudy and yolky. Meaning our sky or our atmosphere is a yolk. And this is why you have the Kármán line where we can't leave the atmosphere. Kind of will pull you back. Our atmosphere is a yolk surrounding the earth. Meaning the atmosphere is all around the earth. If you think of an egg, you have the yolk in the middle. That's like earth. Then you have the slime or albumin all around it. This is like the sky or the atmosphere. Seminal fluid and the albumin or slime of an egg, same thing. Heaven, sky. You have to remember, eggs and slime. This is the beginnings of life. Ninja Turtle ooze. It's a deep thing. You have to grasp. This all started from silly putty. They say God made man out of a clot. That's what it says in Islam. Basically what I'm telling y'all. That's what it's telling y'all. Life starts from clots, yolks, substances, the alchemicals. chemistry. White sky meets red dirt. Sky meets dirt. This is the beginnings of life. Now, the point I'm making is I told you guys before that seminal fluid is sky. Of course, sky is heaven, atmosphere. And so I'll give you the egg as a reference. You know, I deal with life. You can't look up a lot of things I say because my mind is ahead of where y'all are. Meaning the wisest that y'all have in the daytime is not that wise in comparison to me. So you might not be able to look up nothing I said. But that's okay because you don't have to. Because you live in life. So you beat off. You know everything I'm talking about. You don't need no you don't need no reference to say, let me look up to see if semen is sky. It ain't gonna say that. But now you seen semen. Looks cloudy, right? Is that water? Is semen water? No, right? No problem. It's sky. Y'all view the sky as just air. Substance comes from it, though. Y'all don't grasp all the way. But if you could just put your mind space into a perspective and say, if I was small and could go inside semen, if it was as big as the world, how would it be? A cloudy sky. Like light. Like heaven. Like consciousness. That is the consciousness of the life part of life, which is awareness. And so when you're dealing with semen, you're dealing with heaven. That's why it says the sons of God came upon the daughters of earth. That's why it says that it was a war in heaven. And then there was no place found for the dragon, so he was thrown to earth. Earth is the egg cell. The dragon is the sperm cell from the beginning. All y'all beginnings. This happened with everybody. Meaning the beginning of life happened with every individual life you see. Including the universe too. So this is the beginnings. Fallen angels below. Y'all call them sperm cells. These motherfuckers is glorious. Excuse my language. But that's the only way you can say it. Man, these motherfuckers is glorious. They got wings. They fly. Men that fly. Y'all can't see sperm cells in their glory. But the closest thing I could tell you is they like the ancient Egyptian pharaohs. And got those headdresses on. If you look at the back of an ancient Egyptian headdress, it's wound up. If you look at a sperm cell, it looks like the midsection of a sperm cell. That's where it's called an acrosome, the sperm cell's hat. That's what ancient Egyptians got on their head, acrosomes. We call it the ancient Egyptian headdress, but that ain't no headdress because don't no headdress look like that. Who got a headdress that's wounded up in the back and look like a spine or the midsection of the sperm? So they're showing you if you could see sperm cells on your size level, they're the shining ones. Get it? You just pull up looking like what you ain't never seen before. And they fly. Not fly, they fly. So these the gods, the ascended masters, are just the fallen ones. Now, if you can grasp, you have these sperm cells below, these fallen ones. You have the seminal fluid, semen. This is what raises them up, the yolk. Raises them up into the yolk. Brings them out their death. Of course, sperm cells are dead. But they brought back to life by that substance. This is why the Bible says there was a war in heaven. Orgasm. Heaven fell. Shit's cold-blooded. You have to grasp, like, semen is heaven. This is where God live at in real life. That's why y'all can't access orgasm. Y'all have it, then y'all get kicked out. Like, I seen Satan fall out of heaven like lightning. This y'all. So that felt good, but I don't. How I go there? How I get back there, Silas? It's cold-blooded thing. God's cold-blooded. Heaven fell. Once you seen the white juice, so heaven was over a long time ago. If you're talking individuals' existence, heaven was in your beginnings. You was in heaven with God. This is an orgasm realm. This is called nirvana in the Far East teachings. Nirvana is the highest state of mind a person can reach. It's also known as the blowing out. I'm talking semen. The blowing out. But before that, orgasm is before the blowing out or the ejaculation. And so, like I said, heaven is orgasm. And this is where God lives. And this is where you was. Then the sins of the father happen. Say, who father? Yo daddy. Has sex with your mama. Voodoo. Magic. He's in there having magic. Making babies. Your daddy was in there digging his shovel in there looking for babies. He found one. And this is all men are sowers, farmers. The man is having sex with a woman, he's planting him seed, but you have to find the soils. It takes quite a while. This is life, this is nature. It's all about planting seeds, harvests. And souls. An orgasm is heaven. And then heaven falls to below. This is Jesus, the Lord of hosts, meaning all the hosts of heaven fell. Not because they're bad, but you can't have life. There's only life in heaven. So heaven has to fall for there to be life below. Below is like earth. So stay with me. And God is in orgasm. And this is where happiness, peace, and everything is. But of course, y'all get kicked out of orgasm as soon as y'all go. So the most of y'all orgasm is just this substance. This substance being heaven fallen. You can see it. Fell. But you want to go to orgasm. The place. Meaning the place is real. You have unconsciousness. This is a state of mind. Dream that realm. Wherever you running around that in dream, this is the places in unconsciousness. Unconsciousness being a place in a realm. I mean a place in a state of mind. You gotta wake our consciousness in all the places here in physical life. Meaning consciousness got to do with physical life. Unconsciousness got to do with death. All them places in dream that y'all call like dream. So you got the state of mind of life. You got the state of mind of dead. In between that, you got the state of mind called orgasm. Y'all visit it ever so often, but get kicked out so fast. Y'all get kicked out of all the places. Awake, unconscious. Nobody likes you. Nobody in the forces of nature likes you guys. I'm not sure if you... Unconsciousness does not want you too much. Kicks you out. Get out of here. Awake doesn't like you too much either. Kicks you out. You get tired. You lie like I'm leaving. I'm going to sleep. No, you're not. You're getting kicked out. But you don't want to go to sleep. You just life done with you for the day. Man come in a dream. Kick him out of there too. Get your goofy ass. Man ejaculates. He go to heaven. Orgasm. Kick him out of there super fast. Get the fuck on out of here. Take heaven with you. You filthy. So man just found himself displaced in life. He say, where where do I belong? I keep getting evicted. This is daily, big baby. Like, I just got kicked out of unconsciousness death this morning. 8 hours before that, I get kicked out of life. I had a dream. I got kicked out of there too. You beat off this morning and kicked out of heaven. Standing there with heaven in your hand. God. Beat off, heaven stuck in your sock. I'm sorry, when you get wise as hell. I know this story all too good. It's funny to me at this point. This is all real. This is man as a soul. Say, where do I belong? The death don't want me. Got kicked out of life. Every time I go to heaven, I get kicked out of there instantly, but it feel good. Like, wish I could stay there a little longer. So this is the first lesson in orgasm. Orgasm is heaven. Y'all get one little piece of feel of it. Say, ooh, it feel good. But you're only there for a split second. That's why they say heaven is the place of pleasures, and peace, enlightenment. But y'all only get the quick brief moment in it. Too quick to see. And you kicked out with heaven. Send the whole atmosphere out with you because it's no good anymore. And this is what makes for new life. Now, we all have to get back to heaven. This is inside of orgasm. But I know most of you guys say, how can we do that? And some of y'all are slow. So you're like, you beat off while I was doing this video. It's in your hand now. You're like, I can't fit. You're slow. I'm not talking to you. The orgasm is before that. So, how does one get to orgasm? The place. Remember, life, death, awake unconsciousness, dream, all these different places are states of mind. Meaning y'all come into awake, which is a state of mind, then y'all have physical. Y'all go into unconscious sleep, this is a state of mind, then y'all have the abyss. Y'all orgasm, this is the state of mind. And get kicked out of there instantly. That's how you know that place is holy. You don't have to question it. You dwell in unconsciousness about 8 hours or so. Life is yours for the taking. Break night. So you know life ain't shit. Sorry. Life ain't special. It is something you could extend your time on. Sleep, you won't get kicked out of there. Some of y'all get kicked out all out through the night, but you keep forcing your way back in. You call that a bathroom break, a snack break. I said, I can't get comfortable. You can call it what you want. You got kicked out again. You always get kicked out. So unconscious is trying to kick men out all throughout the night. Like, get out of here. But he keeps trying to go back. Like, wait, let me just fix my position. And then, he's so forceful in his nature. Doesn't take no for an answer. It's our truth. Like, y'all gonna go through this tonight. Unconsciousness is gonna bring you in. Oh, my child, I haven't seen you all day. Then y'all annoying. Get out of here. Just go back. Just go back away. Don't know why I deal with you. Y'all force y'all way back in. Like, no, I'm still tired. Let me just get some crackers first, and I'm back with food. Come back with my belly full first. Wait. So this is why you gonna get kicked out of unconsciousness because you go there with death in your belly. You have orgasm. This is the state of mind. As you have orgasm. This is, he said. Peace to the God said, can't see God and live. Y'all can see God. That's why I'm explaining this video. This is slow. You think I'm doing this for my health? If any of you guys want to give back for this deep knowledge y'all would never get in existence. Description link. I'm explaining to you how to see God while you're alive. Orgasm realm, so y'all get kicked out of it so fast, so you should know it ain't easy to stay. But you can. Now, you have thoughts, feelings. Pain evolves into mucus. Mucus is a thick, yolky, nasty substance. And this is death. Sickness first, death after. But this is its stages, Pain, which is a feeling. These feelings emerge from painful thoughts. Disturb-mindedness. So this is the path of thoughts. First you get disturbed thoughts. They're heavy. They weigh on the spirit. Are the emotions of self. Emotions is substance. So once you feel a thing, you're talking substance. There's no feeling outside of substance. Y'all cannot feel. Y'all can only receive substance, and then that is how y'all feel. You get you drunk, then you have like a feeling. If you lost, y'all cry out salty water. Salty waters is before mucus. It's on its way. Snot is like mucus. Snot is really salty. Like I said, tears is the first stage of mucus. Salty. Salty waters from salty thoughts. This comes out of y'all. I'm saying that so you can grasp. Feeling is a substance. not something like a thought. You get it? Now you have pain. You're talking emotional hurt and pain. It's manifests into mucus. You have the opposite of pain. This is pleasure. It's a substance too. Orgasm or semen. It's thick and yolky, no different. It's the opposite though. So it's the substance of life, the other the substance of death. It's the substance of pleasure, the other the substance of pain. Meaning wherever you feel pain, there's mucus there. If you got a sore throat because you got a cold, there's phlegm or mucus there. Once you spit it up, then you ain't gonna have no problem with your throat. There was no pain in the throat. There was mucus in the throat. Mucus itself is pain. You get it? If I could get mucus and put it in your skin, you'd see like, oh, it hurts right there. Wherever the mucus is, the pain is there. It is pain. You got a stuffy nose, it's all snotty. You say, my nose hurt because there's mucus in there. Once the mucus come out, the pain will go. You get it? You got a swollen joint or arm. It's mucus there. Pus. One of its many forms, but pain is there, meaning the substance that it is. Now, if you can grasp that, then you can grasp semen as pleasure. You wouldn't have no feeling of pleasure without the substance, meaning you couldn't feel pain if there wasn't mucus present. I don't care if you say, if somebody slapped my arm hurt, but I ain't got no mucus. And that moment they slapped you, mucus is forming, but as you feel the pain going away, so the mucus is thinning out. It wasn't enough. But if they keep punching you in your arm, then you're going to have mucus in it. You're going to be like, he kept hitting me right here, and then my arm is swollen. And you get it? There's pus and blood and shit in there. Like that. You ain't going to get no pain without the mucus. The infected sore hurt because it got mucus in it. Pus. The point I'm making is you can't get the feeling without the substance. You only know pleasure or that feeling because of the substance semen. I'm not saying when you ejaculate semen. I'm saying anytime you feel pleasure, it's because of that. And anytime you feel pain, it's because of mucus. Period. We talking about what's flowing within. Not what's spilling out, but what's flowing within. If mucus is flowing within, you're going to be in pain. If semen is flowing within, or orgasm, you're going to be flowing with pleasure. And this is the divine secret of life in regards to one having inner peace and happiness always. Now, of course, you wouldn't have no pleasure without semen, meaning y'all ejaculate, y'all feel the pleasures. Ain't no pleasure greater than that, but it's just fast. And that's the pinnacles of pleasure, meaning the substance. The pinnacles of pain is the substance. The pinnacles of pleasure ties into the substance. When y'all remove the mucus, y'all remove the pain. When you remove the semen, the orgasm, remove the pleasure, the inner peace. See how simple that is? That part. So what we supposed to do, Solace? Don't let heaven fall. You don't have no problems, big baby. Man and woman included. But it all starts with the thoughts, like I said. Salty thoughts, salty waters, tears and stuff. And that's going to evolve to sore necks. Mucus is there. So on and so forth. And so, if y'all don't ejaculate or orgasm, so then y'all hold it within, it slowly starts to spread all throughout the self. Meaning if you're not spilling orgasm, which is happiness, pleasure, then you get to keep it for yourself. There's happiness and pleasure being life. And so if one can conquer letting heaven fall, then you have heaven within. And this is his path to seeing God. Cleanness. You know how I tell y'all I fast from sex throughout the year? You gotta let orgasm feel self. Y'all have sex and y'all masturbate because y'all seek love. You can't find it, so you'll abuse it out of yourself. There's a difference between having sex and masturbating. Sex leads to life. Masturbating leads to that part, death, nothing. When you masturbate, you work for death in that instance. And you only do that because you're not fulfilled. Like I said, man, seek love. Speaking woman too. Seek love. And when y'all can't find it, y'all will seek it out y'all own selves. In that kind of manner. Meaning sex or making love, whatever word you like, ain't love. You get my point? It's an expression of love. Meaning if two people are together, it's like they're joining. That is not their love. You get my point? Them having sex ain't their love. Their love don't have nothing to do with sex. It got to do with them. They love each other. If sex is the reason they love each other, then I think it's safe to say they don't love each other. They just have sex. You don't have sex with your friend, your homeboy. I mean, you're a boy and you got a homie. Y'all have sex? Hell nah. Well, but you get it now? Hell nah. But you love him though. If he die right now, you gonna be crying. Y'all ain't had, y'all young kids. I don't know about y'all in the day. Y'all be crying. I seen Quando Ryan crying for his friend when he got shot. No, I said, man, that's how niggas cry. Figured it. I don't know. Y'all be doing weird stuff when y'all alone, right? The little boy groups ain't like back in the day. Y'all doing a little more than wrestling. That shit too tight. Your friend died, you like, yeah, that nigga died. You'll be like, no! Oh, blood, that was your only friend? Shut up, that sound groove. I have a friend, I can afford to lose. Some wisdom, Lady Lux. And so, like I said, the path to happiness lies in one understanding. If you release the pleasures from yourself, so you release the pleasures from yourself. And if you hold on to it, you hold on to it. Now this all starts with mind, so most people have salty thoughts. Past pains keep re-emerging in the mind, becoming heavy on the spirit. This is when you get your substance mucus. So most of y'all are mucus filled. Wiggle y'all ankles around. Well, that sounds weird. Take your feet and move it around. But I'm speaking in regards to your ankle being moved. And so most of y'all will probably say, yeah, it's a little tight. If I stretch too hard, it hurt. Mucus. Health starts with the digits, toes and the fingers. Just like I said before, sickness starts in the feet. And so many people be stealing the things I say and putting their own twist on it. Y'all probably think I be saying other people's stuff. Anything you hear me say, and you heard somebody else say it, they stole it. And the full breakdown lies here. And so, and that ain't got nothing to do with ego. I don't want to keep having to say that either. Stealing is wrong. You get it? If you a teacher and you know you borrow other people's wisdom, whether it be you're going online or doing this or that, you need to look in the mirror and truly ask yourself, what are you? Because you're not a teacher. You a deceiver. You deceiving people. Don't have nothing to do with me. I wouldn't care. You can borrow all the teachings I do and scramble it up however you choose. That don't do nothing to me because you don't teach me that part. You sinning like that against others. You have to stand on that. I know no one in life who embarked on a journey of wisdom to then get lost to be the deceiver. But that happens in ignorance. Y'all get puffed up in y'all ego, forgetting you haven't went through the proper means of getting wisdom, the proper stages. And you see things you like online, and then you kind of add on that. Some of y'all will hear certain little things I say, and then you build on what you heard. But that's not how wisdom go. You can't be a student, hear something, then build up on that. That ain't how that go. And y'all know that. That part. Y'all do that, lose yourselves and lose others. And this is all because of y'all pride and y'all ego. You want to compete, forgetting that you started learning here. I didn't ever start learning from you. I don't have to say anything to make whatever you teach. You get it? I don't have to make my teachings compatible with whatever you say. You're not a teacher to me. You're just a student that borrow my wisdom and whoever else that you borrow. And I'm saying this because I see it. Somebody just brought something to my awareness yesterday. One of these little popular kids y'all be following got my teachings all in his mouth for his own purpose though. You know how I told y'all 6-7 years ago? There ain't no Israelite nationality. Because Jacob's name is Jacob. Jacob's Israel. If Jacob got beat up by the Lord, some of y'all been following me around a long while. You remember when I made that video, y'all was crying because I said, how you got 12 tribes of Israel when Jacob got beat up? Jacob got beat the fuck up by God. Y'all remember back in the day, I was a little rough. What's his name? Israel. He got beat up by the Lord. That's how he got that name. The Lord beat him up, broke his hip, slammed him all around. Because he didn't want to accept the ass whipping, so then the Lord was like, all right, you can have a name, Israel, which means I have whippeth thou ass. I have whippeth thou ass. But I'll explain to y'all, this is 6 years ago. This is 2016. So what is that? 6 years ago? Going on 7? The person that said this that wasn't even teaching, he was a little kid probably. I don't know what he was doing. I said there's no Hebrew, there's no Israelite nationality because that wasn't even Jacob's real name, and that's where y'all got it from. Meaning if you feel like you one of the 12 tribes of Israel, well, you believe that because that was Jacob's name. That's who that come from. But that wasn't even his name. His name was Jacob. And so Israel is a made-up name. And so if the name made up, the nationality made up. And the reason I explained that to y'all 6 whole years ago is because just like I tell y'all now with any nationality, it's made up. That was my point of telling y'all that. The person I'm talking about, whoever 19th Galaxy is on TikTok, I forget the person that was speaking name. Rashad? Jamal Rashad? Is your Rashad Jamal? I forget, like I said, y'all young. I don't want nobody to take offense. If you like 25, 26, you ain't watching niggas 16. Cause I'm 40, I ain't really watching niggas 28 and 30 years old. You can't possibly think I am. So this stuff just get brought to me when it do. Meaning my followers that's young y'all age, they bring it to me. Like this nigga just said your shit word for word. I really thought he was wise. Oh, niggas been doing this since I came out. Most of these niggas wasn't nobody when I came out. They used the wisdom and exploited it and built they following on that. But the point I'm making is the guy, he said, the Rashad guy, whatever his name is, he said the same thing I said. Recent. Shit probably was a week ago. He said the Hebrew Israelites, or whenever he said it, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know these people. I don't know him from yesterday. But he said what I said word for word. Jacob real name was Jacob, so the Israel ain't, you get it? But he's saying all that to bring y'all into his strange cosmic nationality. I don't know what y'all are no more. Y'all everything. Get it? Africans. Got cosmic nationalities and all of this weird shit going on. The point I'm making is wisdom ain't got nothing to do with borrowing from the next person. They wisdom and adding it to whatever you got on. That's called deception. Meaning a lot of y'all young in the daytime, you're speeding along. You haven't took a chance to self-reflect. Be aware of yourself. Wisdom ain't crooked means. You get it? If I'm wiser than you and you become aware of that and now you trying to blackball me and do all of that, that ain't got nothing to do with wisdom. That should show you right there, you ain't got wisdom. You got deception. It started with that with you. You get my point? I'm not talking to the young man. I don't deal with little kids. I don't want nobody to get, you get it? Niggas is my daughter age. I'm just saying that it's all y'all. There's a lot of y'all to do this. It's not just one person. Another scene said Google borrowing. Talking about sperm and shit. He religious. Why he talking about science for? Since when? That part. A lot of y'all young, you don't realize what you witnessing. In my day, religious people don't fuck with science. That's the devil work. To hear a religious man speaking science is absurd. In my day. Why? Because science and religion, they don't deal with each other. Or better yet, well, yeah, both. In my day, scientists, they feel like I'm talking make-believe shit. And you get it, the religion looking at science like, y'all the sorcerers and the devils. You get my point? So they both right. But I'm just making a point. If you a teacher, every now and then you reflect on self, make sure you haven't become the deceiver. If you know you ain't go through the proper means of acquiring wisdom, or even know what that is, then you have to grasp what you are in life. This has nothing to do with me. This just has to do with what you are. Your works is your works. If you teach millions of people and everything you taught was inaccurate, in life you got to stand on that. Everybody in life could say, no, he right. That's why we followed him. But if it's wrong, y'all got to live that wrong out. If you tell motherfuckers heaven or hell is heaven, and they believe you, and when y'all get there it's hell, well, like I said, you have to still live that out. If y'all think I'm bugging, well, y'all got hella wise people in today's time, supposedly. Why the times like they are? How we supposed to be in the time of wisdom and truth, and we in the time of niggas more chaotic than ever? They're dying by the minute. How you in wise times yet progress all scrambled up? We live in the stupidest times you could fathom. We live in the time of child teachers, meaning little kids have egos beyond what you could fathom. Nigga be 26 years old talking about he wise. We live in that time. And a 26-year-old is wise and he started teaching at 18, so you know you in trouble. It's nothing even to think about at that point. That part. And sow and you reap. You ever want to know if you on a wrong accord, then you just look at the progress. You self-reflect. You look around you. My life not chaotic. That part. Y'all see me every day. My life ain't chaotic. Everything cool. Do it, but thick too. Everything's cool. That part. Wisdom is a stability. It's not a chaos where you arguing and fighting and every week you got a new problem and little kid stuff. This is what y'all live. Y'all be shooting each other. I'ma say it again. Y'all be on here arguing, talking about y'all going to shoot each other. That's not wisdom. That part. This is why you're supposed to be a certain age before you even embark on learning. And so, we not in wise times. Y'all not in the times of truth and enlightenment. Otherwise, you saying truth and enlightenment is all this chaos around you. That part. You going to harvest from whatever the seed is. If we in the times of truth and deep wisdom, then that means deep truths and deep seeds of wisdom is being planted. So then how is all the actions around us so dumb? These are the times where you would never be shocked to hear somebody say, man, shit getting real dumb. That part. If you heard somebody say that, you wouldn't be like, oh, I can't believe somebody would say that in these times. You said it your own self. Like, I done seen some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. I can't even see who would do that. I seen little kids basically stay in Walmart or Target after they closed and they got arrested for a real crime. They don't even know, like, I said kids are today dumb. These ain't even kids. We talking young adults, 20-something years old. Lock they self in Target after it closed. The store closed, everybody leave, but they stay behind because they want to make a YouTube video or whatever, TikTok. Man, they got caught. Do you know what kind of crime that is? Motherfuckers about to do 6, 7, 8 years for dumb shit. Meaning we live in a time where people doing 10 years for the dumbest shit you could ever fathom. Jail full of dummies. Where you like, oh my God, it's a nigga in here for you. And y'all be, man, go to jail, you gonna be like, yeah, he ain't lying. There's people in jail for the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in life. Just look at, like, a Young Thug Casanova in them. Why they in jail? That part. Let's be real. Young Thug ain't shooting nobody. You know what I mean? We can play all dumb all we want and be like, nah, that nigga gonna slob tough. Blood ain't shooting nobody. All them niggas around him did. All them niggas around him rat on. He the scapegoat. They about to lock this innocent little boy up playing tough games. And that's the real truth of the matter. Unless y'all about to tell me, no, this famous rich rapper was really shooting people and the people around him, they ain't have to do nothing to earn their keep. Hell no. Meaning, Young Thug been rapping since young. More than likely, he didn't do too much. That part. From 1918, he didn't have people around him that's going to do everything for him in regards to, like, tough guy stuff. And so at most, all he can be is the person that financed these things. I ain't saying that don't make you guilty, but I'm just saying, you see the world y'all live in. Because he the famous one, they want him to get all the time. But in terms of true guilt, well, I'm sure we all know he probably did the least dirt. He just the money. He the boss because he got the money, but in terms of who really did something, man, they letting niggas that actually killed people go. Meaning they letting people that actually did the work put it on Young Thug and they leave. And he gonna stay. That's the world y'all live in. Now I ain't saying he innocent, he brought that on himself. But do you get my point? Y'all live fake lives then. Y'all plant the seeds, y'all still gotta live it. This is for y'all that's young. Y'all be think like y'all winning something. I'm not winning nothing. Niggas done seen your moves before you made them. They made the same moves you did. You get my point? True wisdom, you wouldn't see what you see in today's times if the wisdom or the teachers that y'all had was truly wise. The times is how it is, and y'all are how y'all are, mentally and emotionally, because y'all are not getting taught by true people of wisdom, and y'all know that. Y'all are getting taught by y'all own selves. Meaning the same way y'all look at YouTube and y'all go to Google and y'all look up whatever y'all like, the people y'all learning from do the same thing. They just y'all. Like that. And I hope nobody take offense. If you a teacher and you taking offense right now, there's still a thing called truth and honor. And this is what wisdom is all about. Not whatever you think you about to get huffed up and puffed up about. You not a real teacher. You couldn't deal with me in for 4 seconds off any scholarship you could think of. If I could smoke you in any scholarship, that means you ain't qualified. And whoever you talking to, you losing them. That part. Y'all get lost in y'all emotion. You say, man, this is a debate. Oh, we competing. You can't compete with me. You got whoever listen to you. If you ever heard me and you know in your brain, yeah, he would smoke my boots in wisdom. That part. And whoever you teaching, you losing them. And that's your works. Whatever higher power you believe in, that's the works of you. Like that's your works. You can't say, oh, I thought I was right. You're supposed to know you right. You're supposed to have went through real stages of wisdom. Watching people online and then borrowing from things they say, adding on whatever you want. That ain't got nothing to do with wisdom. A lot of y'all fall into that. Cursing your own self for no reason. And so, be mindful of these things. Those of y'all that follow everything, be mindful of how much you scrambling your mind up. Because once it's scrambled, it's better to have an empty mind than a scrambled one. One too full of stuff that don't even need to be there. It's hard to remove from the mind. And so, thank you, different angles. Tell them again. Those of y'all that come here to get wisdom and you come in the disturbed state that you come in, you're sinning against your own self. Now, whatever you think me and you got going, we ain't got nothing going. You lost yourself. No different than the teacher that become envious of the other teacher, then he decide he want to blackball and do all these deceitful things. You're not a teacher no more, you a deceiver. You don't even realize it because you lost on your accord. Anything I do with an honor. If I'm breaking down wisdom, I'm breaking down wisdom. Your feelings get hurt, but that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm not talking about nobody personal. Why? Because that ain't wisdom. Outside of work, you can get worked however you want to get worked. But while I'm working, I'm working. You get my point? Meaning you're not never going to see me arguing back and forth with nobody on project time. You get it? The stupid talk. I'm here for wisdom. You either measure up or you don't. If you don't, then be a student. This is what wisdom is about. If I come across somebody wiser than myself, so that means I need to be a student again. That's the only way I would look at it. I've overstepped my bounds. I need to become a student again. If that ain't your thought, then you ain't no student or no teacher. You somebody lost into deceiving whoever listening to you. So that's a heavy burden to wear in life. Like I said, I don't think nobody in life had the thought, I'm gonna get wisdom to be the deceiver. Everybody start off how they do, wanting truth and wanting to spread that truth. Then men become deceivers because of their pride, like that. And envy. This person wiser than me. Then they start to go about dishonorable means. Once you're going about dishonorable means, you can't think you're wrong with wisdom at this point. Wisdom is supposed to be the means. So whatever a man lack, he gonna adjust. Solid the whooping slave. It sounds real spicy. Now, like I said, this ain't about, I don't know how to speak to y'all. Meaning, most of y'all want to be wise, and you get it? Those of y'all that come learn from me and stuff, like, you want to be me. Maybe not me, but you want to be viewed as wise, and you get my point? And so, y'all don't learn nothing. Meaning, y'all come in the wrong emotional state. Y'all come in the wrong, with wrong intentions. And it's been since the beginning. That part. A lot of y'all came in the beginning, you admired me and you admired the wisdom. Then at some point you got full up with the wisdom, you start teaching your own self. Then you start taking offense if things I teach clash with the things you teach. But you not no teacher to me. That part. You forgot who you were. Alicia, one of those. He like, y'all. Will take offense if something I say clash with what he teach, but he not no teacher to me. Y'all followers of mine. That part. When I first came, nobody had, young Pharaoh, none of these niggas had no following like that. Y'all about to tell me they did? 2016, they did? That part. No, the fuck they didn't. They was damn near, it was in bad shape. Let's just say that. When I came, all the teachers was in bad shape. It's a reason why. That part. Fresh wisdom popped up. Like I always say, I don't come from the poverty y'all do. When I came, I was on workers' comp. That means I'm a grown-ass man with a fucking job and I got an income. That part. I came at 33. Now there's no kid. And so I don't know what this is. I don't know this is a way that you can make a living and all of that. You get my point? And so when the wisdom being borrowed and used on here, however it is, well, I wouldn't know. I don't even have a YouTube channel at that point to know. And so you get my point. A lot of y'all pop up late. And this ain't no insult to Alicia or nobody. I just look at the outcome. It's like stupid. He in jail, all these little girls got babies, people done died behind this stuff, you get it? Now nobody won. I don't want to say won like competition, I mean like nothing was fulfilled. It's just dumb, it's just like a tragedy when you look at it. That's what y'all need to become aware of. Y'all be following shit, listening to shit, and be taking y'all down the drain. And y'all be like lost, like y'all don't notice that. Some of y'all was around from the beginning. You be following shit that you know, like, what's the point? And if you a teacher, don't take offense. I ain't saying nothing that's inaccurate or untruth. It is what it is. I wouldn't care if you borrow my wisdom and do anything you want with it. It's the people. Y'all following, they get to coming over here. Once you lose them, keep them. I don't want them. Gonna get on my nerves. And that's what y'all see happening. I'll be seeing people that's all lost in the conscious community or this or that coming here, please don't come here. Your mind too scrambled for me. There's nothing I can do for you. And that's just the truth of the matter. You got some Christians like that. Your mind too scrambled. There's nothing I can do for you. You gave your brain away to life. So the false teachers are for you. Meaning everything's for everything. You get my point? So be aware. If you a teacher, the message for you too. Be aware. Ain't no need to be wise and then be suffering. You could have just stayed dumb. You could have just did things that's immoral and got way more wealth than to be immoral in wisdom. That don't make, you get my point? The things y'all do, they make no sense. If wealth is what you seek and truly, there's hella immoral things you can do. Why would you bring it to the realm of wisdom? Like that. And so I say something because of that. I'm one with knowledge, nature. All the other shit I wouldn't care about. Ain't my problem, ain't never gonna be. But it's a sin against it. Whatever the source of wisdom is, I respect that. Otherwise, you won't have nothing but disorder in life and ignorance. And so you get my point? We not in good times. Fluoride said, someone told me that all the skateboarding stoner kids are the ones that are like Christ. Salam, shalom. If you've been following me and I've explained to you what Christ and Jesus is and it still ain't in your brain, can you get off my channel? Please don't take offense, feel embarrassed. Can you just get away from me? A lot of y'all are like that. I explain things, then you still stuck on stupid. You like the example I gave about Santa. What is the point of learning that Santa and Christmas was fake for you to still go with it? What's the point of learning the truth of a matter to still go with the lie? That means you are a liar. Why are you still here, pretending to seek truth? If you know you measure up to what I just said. Again, if you know you was a kid when you found out Santa was a lie. And then you turn around and told that lie to your kid after you was given truth to the matter. You should never be confused on what you are. You're a liar and a lie receiver. And it don't stop at Santa Claus. And so now when I say, if I already explained to you what Christ and Jesus is, and you can't deny what I said, that part, you a liar. You're going to keep going in ignorance like you dumb, like you still seeking what Jesus is. Like that. You somebody that's going to be seeking forever. You ain't looking for nothing. And so can you please get away from it? Wisdom is a clean thing. It ain't something where you have a bunch of poverty and sloppy mindedness lingering around. It's best if only 3 clean minds is in here than 50 or 40 dumb retards that's trying to be dumb. Dumb is a choice. It ain't nothing like, oh, I'm just dumb, ain't nothing I could do. You chose a long time ago to be a stupid. It's called selling yourself out to life. And so, please don't take offense to nothing I say. Go where you fit. You get my point? Anyone's welcome here, but if you want retard time, as I've explained, move along. If you come here and you know you got intentions, truly want to be a teacher, please move along. You're going to try to compete with me, then you're going to get mad when you don't measure up. And that's your own fault. And you abandon the wisdom so you can be a teacher before your time. It's like a kid. All the kids that grow up before their time, then they become opposers of their parents. So it's the same with wisdom. All y'all that come and learn and got puffed up, and you decide you want to be a teacher early, and nothing panned out for your ass, ain't my problem. I ain't your enemy. That part. You could have got posts from me. Some of y'all so dumb. I could have gave you posts. People be trying not to like and support my posts. But if I give it to somebody else, glory. You think I'm lying? Because I could show you 50 niggas right now that steal my post. And they get hella views. And so I wouldn't mind giving it to somebody that actually support me. Here, you share this for me. Or you share it for your own fucking self. And build yourself up. Then you help me on the back end. That part, y'all got no honor. So ain't nothing honorable ever brought to you. Ain't no point. But like I said, half y'all could have been lit. I got enough wisdom for 50 motherfuckers. We won't even step on each other's feet. I can give 10 people different posts to post every day, different from one each other, all deep level scholarship that ain't nobody else post. You see how I gave you like what best is, and I show you the base of the spine, which is what best is? I could do 10 of those a day. Easy. I ain't talking about all day. I'm talking about I could wake up and do 10 of those in 20 minutes and give them to 10 different people. Post that on your shit. Like that. I got no honor. And so a lot of y'all was following from jump. And then you became an opposer. Why? Because you want notoriety for yourself. But you could have got that. That part. Wisdom's a deep thing. A lot of y'all need to grasp. Now I'm desperate for me to like be fucked up. I'm not. I didn't come fucked up. So whatever you waiting for is done. That's why I said I'm a grown up. When I came, I was on workers' comp. That mean I have an income. That mean I wasn't never dependent on this. I didn't even know what this was, this kid world. And so I'm saying that for a reason, so you can grasp. Whatever y'all got going, I wouldn't care, but get the wisdom. There's no point to give a person wisdom and they still dumb. You don't want to feed a person every day and then you see them starving. You like, what the fuck is your problem, my nigga? I feed you every day for my health. How you still hungry? That part. I'm giving the food away and all this dumb shit. So start with the first thing I always tell y'all. Be self-aware. It start there. Once you become aware of yourself, then you can be aware of where you putting yourself and what you aligning yourself with. One thing in life is simple. Y'all got enough experience where y'all should have a mind to know if I step on shit, I'm gonna have shit on my shoe. Now, can I get some give backs and some thumbs up? Salam, shalom, Thomas, man. Thank you. Peace and wisdom. Now, don't take no offense, fluoride. I don't know if you new or old. I think I've seen you before. Some of y'all are young. If you're not 30 or over, I'm not going to take you serious. You're just in that age where you get it, and you ain't there. And you ain't going to want to see that. And so to teach somebody early before they ready, all you doing is puffing them up. Then they going to try to teach before they time. And that they going to block themselves off. If you young, you just live your life and you make your mistakes, and you get my point. You focus more on game. You know, when people be like, I'm going to give you game, shorty. You focus more on that. That got to do with everyday hustle and bustle and get it? Simple stuff. Get that down packed before you start trying to reach for wisdom. You need to go through hardship. Get to a certain age where you've gone through certain experiences. So you have something to measure what you're learning to. You get it? A lot of y'all haven't experienced anything real. And so you young, you taking in the wisdom, but it ain't never clicking in your mind because you ain't never go through nothing to say, I get what he mean. One time I went through, boom, boom, boom. like that. Y'all are maturing yourselves before the time, and that is making y'all dumbed out. It's making y'all unable to be spoken to. Where it's like, okay, you right. That's how most adults deal with the young now. All right, you right. They don't want to deal with y'all. And a lot of y'all notice that too. You like, yeah, a lot of adults do blow me off. Don't talk too much. Y'all know everything already, but ain't read nothing. You get it? Y'all be breaking down scholarship like people don't know. You never read that book? That book big and long as hell. Like that. Y'all don't have no awareness to say, hold on, I'm breaking down shit that's way beyond me. In that, whoever's really wise, they already know I'm capping. That part. I deal with the scholarship. I read these books. I don't watch YouTube. I don't watch a YouTube video about the Anunnaki. See, I want to learn about Nirvana in the Far East. I don't Google. I don't go to YouTube video. That's not how you learn that. You go to the Vedas. You go to the source. That part. That's why when I'm explaining things, y'all be lost. Like, I ain't heard it like that before. You hearing made up shit. If you go pick up the book and stop depending on somebody else to read for you like you ate, then y'all take offense. Like, damn, Silas Odin, I'm telling you real shit. You grown. You don't know that? You could read. Go read it yourself. In that, you'll see what I'm saying. Like, oh yeah, he is right. That part. If you go read ancient Sumerian texts and then you read Eric Von Däniken books, you're going to clearly see this ain't the same. He ain't even using the same names. You got a king's list in ancient Sumer. A king's list. I mean, he ain't used none of the names. That part. He made up his own names. And it's got important people in life, but they don't really know what they talking about. And so these is all the eye-opening awakenings of wisdom. Coming to these roadblocks where you like, damn, motherfucker can have all the followers in the world and don't know shit. It's like the phrase say, what is it worth to gain the world and lose your soul? To give it to y'all that ain't that bright? What is it worth to become a big rapper and have a big Cuban link on your neck and then get your head blown the fuck off? What do it matter? That's what that means. What is it worth to gain the world and then get your head blown off, nigga? That part. Lose your soul. You did all of that for what? And this most of y'all life. You out here doing all that shit so you could be lit to die. Sold your soul and didn't even get nothing out of it. Because you did. That part. King Von got his glory? Or do he fit the phrase? What is it worth to risk your whole fucking life or gain the whole world and have everybody love you to die and nothing happen? What is it worth? I hope his family don't take offense. I hope his family feel me when I say that, because that shit's coming out of real talk. Like I said, I got a daughter close to King Von in the marriage. Y'all little kids to me. I'm not y'all competition. I feel for y'all. Y'all bugging the fuck out. You ain't supposed to die before 30. That don't even make no sense. This all y'all. I know y'all don't think it's getting better. In 4-5 years from now, you niggas gonna be dying before they 25. More of y'all than you see now. And go back to 2016, 15, 2010. Niggas was dying like this. That part. You ain't got to be a prophet to pay attention. So shit, 3 years ago, niggas wasn't dying as much. This shit been kicking up every year. Again, 5 years from now, shit, you be thankful if you see it. You be gonna get to that point. Y'all think life a joke. We gonna truly get to a point where if you see a young person, you gonna be like, damn, they've been quite some time. You ain't gonna see a nigga under 35 in months. They gonna either be in jail or dead. You gonna have all people, little kids in 35 and up around. You ain't gonna see nobody between the ages of 17 and fucking 29. We pulling up on that. Excuse my language, forget the language, get the point. Because at the end of the day, the people I'm talking about is our kids, man. So you could blow it off like whatever. Somebody kid, probably yours. I know y'all don't think all these kids dying is guilty. Some of these kids is innocent strays. They just was outside. A 64-year-old lady just got shot in my old neighborhood 4 days ago. A stray. That part. 64 years old, minding her own fucking business. Going to the store, making her little runs like everybody do from the neighborhood. To get shot in the face. Dead smack 12 noon. Again, this happened in my old neighborhood 4 days ago. I was in my neighborhood 6 days ago. Talking to an older lady when I seen this shit, I thought it was her. I'm like, I hope it wasn't so-and-so. I was just eating pizza with her in the pizza store. You know, you go back to the neighborhood, you see people, older people that, used to see you when you was growing up. So chopped it up with her. We was eating beef patties and shit. I thought it was her, but I don't think it was. I'm not even positive. But we're living in that time, man. You got to become a little more aware. If you young, y'all know everything. Ain't really nothing nobody could do to y'all. Y'all kind of disconnected from the life. You get it? Y'all learn from y'all own age. It's like 4-year-old learning from a 4-year-old. So you already know, like, yeah, they done. A 4-year-old won't listen to no grown-ups. Only other 4-year-olds. 4-year-old don't know nothing. That's where we at. Be mindful. Come here grown, please. I say that because I still need to continue to grow. If I didn't care about growing, I'd have just been a rapper where you can be a 40-year-old baby and shit like that. And get patted on the back for it. I don't want to do nothing that's going to stunt me in growing as a person. Get it? A rapper can't be 40 and wear a suit. He got to still wear hoodies and shit to get it. He can't grow. I don't want nothing to do with that kind of stuff. I don't want a bunch of kid followers and I feel like I got to be a kid. Then we clashing because y'all talking about he got ego. I'm grown. I don't even know what you're talking about. You get it? And so, of course y'all know what y'all want, but adjust the mind. I don't want no little kid telling me you smoke. I can do what I want. I ain't no kid. Put my hand in your mama. What you say to me, little boy? Last night I had my hand in your mama's butt. Y'all not like back in the day. Y'all too damaged inside. Pain and stuff. You think life is a movie. Our job interview. 40-year-old baby. And you got a lot of 40-year-old babies out here. Getting lost in the rap and shit. That's what rap was for. That's what all this shit is for. To make us stupid. You an entertainer, right? The business you in don't like tell you to be stupid. Just a little bit. Even where you like, why are they trying to make me a kid and shit, my nigga? You don't have arguments sometimes with like people that's over you because you like feel like they trying to make you like a baby or less than the age you at. Where you like, why I got to cater to this dumb shit like that. When your stylists pull up, do they bring you like little kid clothes? But you like 30, you like 35. You like, I want something different. But they keep bringing you little kid tight skinny jeans and shit. And tell you got the weirdest, man. This is what's in style. But you like, I'm past the age where I care about what's in style. I like what I like. I already gave up all my life to what the world want to see me like. I'm there with it. You know how much of my years I done gave up to be like everybody. I'm done with that. I want to do what I want with the rest of my life. Whatever's cool, I don't care. Only thing cool to me is what I think cool. Why? Because I got to do it, not you. So, that part. If you're grown, you want to have a certain kind of job or business where you can grow. What you do in life is the most important thing. Because it's what you're going to put the most focus in. And so whatever you do, you better truly reflect on it. Meaning if you young, old people already, they got to work and do what they got to do because they didn't take the time out to think ahead of time. But now you hearing it. And so you can work at the deli selling beer cigarettes. But this ain't that honorable. You might have to do that because you have to. But if you grasp what I'm saying, then you don't. You can figure out, what do I want to do that's actually good? You know how people will say, like, Silas charging people for wisdom. Good, I take pride in that. I earn a living for wisdom. Man don't pay attention to what people earn a living for in life. They get to the point where they looking at the man, they say, man, you wrong for making a living off wisdom. How I'm wrong, and the nigga that work at the deli selling cigarettes and they ain't even checking niggas ID, how he ain't wrong? How everybody in life ain't wrong first before you get here? The only thing that would be righter than me is a nigga just giving away charity all day, and that ain't right according to nature. You don't feed nothing in nature unless you want to die. I'm not being funny. The things y'all live by in Babylon, it ain't how you supposed to be in life. This is why you got all the chaos you got in Babylon. You got people exploiting people poverty by giving them charity and shit. And all I do is keep these people down. And then it's gonna make them bite when it stop. And you learn that in nature with the animals. You feed the animals, and then when you stop, then they eat you. Why? Because why you stopped. You can't do like y'all do in Babylon. The animals show you real life. When you go out in nature, that's why I say y'all need to spend the time in nature to learn. You can't befriend the animal and be like, I ain't your friend no more because I felt like it today. You can't feed the bear every day and be like, I ain't feeding you today, I ain't got no food. So what that got to do with me? You fed me yesterday. Well, I ain't got no food today. Well, you will do today then. Like that. That's how they mind look at it. You not my friend no more. I know you ate. You get it? The bear know you ate today. You ate yesterday and you fed me yesterday. You ate the day before and you fed me the day before. But now the day you say you ain't got nothing to feed me, but I know you ate. The bear gonna eat you. Not because you don't feed him, because you betrayed him. You his friend. You don't know what you put that animal through when you fed him. It's just like if I come along and I pay your rent for 3, 4, 5 months. I don't know what I put you through. You like, nigga, I quit my job, blood. Hold on. I thought you had it. You had it all those other months. Hold on, you're supposed to give me a warning. I gotta get adjusted back. That's how the bear looking at it. Blood, I'm supposed to be on my hunt every day. I've been lacking because I thought you was gonna come along and feed me. Like that. Animals is real. If they know you ain't got no food and you ain't eat either, they go get you some. They make sure you eat first because they say he feed me. He ain't got shit. They could smell it. Like the nigga that feed me every day, he ain't eat today. They could smell you hungry. That part. You got many people in nature say like this bear brought me some fish. For no reason. I don't even know. I fed him once or twice. He pulled back up with some fish. I done had a bird drop, because you know it, when I be by the land, the birds will dive in nose first and get fish, clams, all that. Man, I done had one of them give me one. Fly right ahead and drop it right in front of me and go do his own thing. I said, oh shit. They like that. They live by a different honor system than we live by. They live by nature. You dealing with nature, it just make perfect sense. You get it? In Babylon, people do things for their own intentions. So a man in Babylon will feed you to make himself look good and glorious. And after he fulfilled that, well, fuck you. You can go back to starving, nigga. You get it? A man in Babylon will do good things for you for his own glory. This is why it don't bother him to abandon you when he done with you. That part. Niggas will give out charity, but once they get the attention for it, that part. And motherfuckers still starving. If you lost, people been giving out charity for eternity, but motherfuckers is still starving. Nino Brown been pulling up to the projects with turkeys, big baby, but people still starving every Thanksgiving. The point I'm making is it don't work. Man don't have a mind to see when his bump don't work. That part. It ain't about charity. It's about getting rid of poverty. But man don't want to do the real work. You want to play dumb. I'll feed 3 people. I'll give charity. Charity ain't never been a problem. A nigga getting a meal today and a meal tomorrow ain't the problem. That part. The problem is it ain't enough to go around. And so that's what gotta be solved. And we taking on a whole bunch of dumb shit that ain't the real problems to avoid the real problems. And so try not to get lost in the charity and help people. Knowing what that is. Other than that, y'all live y'all imbalances. Y'all gonna have to recoup from them things. My grandpa always say never rest with a man livelihood if the earnings is honest. A lot of them old cats like your granddaddy age, different kind of men. I wish y'all could meet some, but I haven't seen any. These dumb old niggas from when I was a kid, they probably dead now. They wear trousers. And they don't live like how y'all live. A man is a man because he say he a man, not because the next nigga in the neighborhood say he, you get it? You see how y'all live by like, they said this person live by that. They live by I got a family and I'll kill your ass if you play with me or my family. And they was dead serious people. Meaning a man ain't nothing like what a man was when I was growing up. A man was like a lion. You was scared of men. Everybody. Women watch their mouth with men, little kids. You get it? A man was a man, meaning nigga could kill you with one blow. Like, he was a man. And carried themselves like that. And talk with authority and tell you shit like you look me in my eyes when you talking. A man look, you get it? They was real. Y'all don't really got that no more. You talking to niggas looking all over. Back in the day, a nigga would tell you look a man in his eyes, nigga. With your eyes floating all around. That's how you die. You let a man know you paying attention to him, his movements. That's why he telling you, like, you look a man in his eye, let him know, like, I'm here. If you make one fucking wrong move, nigga, I ain't in La La Land. I'm looking dead at you. What you want? No matter if it's your buddy, you don't show those kind of weaknesses, like you retarded and shit. You look a man in his eye. You shake his hand with strength, so we know, nigga, I'm a man. I'll break your fucking hand right now if you try anything. And you moving like that because it's like nature. I got a family. If these niggas could weak me out, that part, it's like nature. If my tribe pull up on your tribe and we whack all the niggas out, yeah, your kids and your wives is about to be slaves. They done for. You better not think they gonna get spared. That part. It's like that in the ghettos and anywhere, even in the rich neighborhoods. Nigga get to talking to you all crazy. Next thing you know, he pushing up on your lady. And you like, yo, this nigga getting way disrespectful now. But you let him talk to you like that. And so now you figure, you got to respect this nigga. I talk to his wife right in front of him. Giving your wife compliments right in front of your face. Got no respect for you. And that's going to carry over to more. Like that. A man in the past, he school you on all that. You look a man in his eyes, you make sure you solid. That shit carry over to your family, you start slacking out here. Cops ain't gonna save you or your family, nigga. They gonna clean up the mess. You got to be that. And so a lot of y'all ain't go through man training. Y'all look at me like he too rough. I was raised by them old school niggas. They put hands on you, you get it. Like, I had hands put on me behind you, really. You learn, like, nah, by the time you 15, you know, like, I move like this, it's gonna make all the difference the way niggas respect me by the time I get 21. Yeah, so you get it? Pay attention. Listen to your grandpops. Your grandpop's dead. My condolences. You say, yeah, my grandpops is dead, but that always stuck with me. He was a hunter and farmer. Never said much, and I always thought that he was weird some days. That's what people say about me. Say, you don't ever be talking. Like, weird a little bit. Y'all ain't seen a man in so long. Man don't sit around running his mouth. Ain't nothing to talk about. Stop doing whatever I'm doing. Like, if I ain't teaching something in the moment, what is we talking about? For what? So, like I told y'all in the past, man, let the lady talk. You just better do what she say, nigga, or I'm gonna get up and knock your ass out. That's a man. Talk my wife talk. You heard what she said, nigga. That part. Back in the day, man, sitting there rolling his blunt, doing whatever he doing, his lady talking to him. He ain't saying shit. It don't matter, like. That's what she do. She talk, like. His thing is just like, whatever she's saying to me, I ain't gotta listen. But whatever she's saying to somebody else, then they gotta listen, because I'm her hands. So if she talking to the kids, all you gonna hear daddy say is listen to your mama. Because that mean I ain't about to argue with you like she be doing. I'm gonna beat your ass. You ain't never heard that before? Hey, listen to your mama. That part. That's what that mean. If I got to get up, blood, I'm gonna beat your ass. The woman is the mouth. I'm the hands. I don't fuck play with you. It was a partnership in the past. Like, you gonna deal with your mama and do right. Meaning, mama ain't gonna beat you. She gonna argue and talk with you, and if she like, man, I can't. The chastising ain't working. Then you gonna get your ass whooped. And so a man had to always play that role, cause it's just household etiquette. The kids see pops like talking too much. You get it? Kids know like mama gonna talk. I don't play her no mind. She gonna give me that extra. But there gotta be somebody present where they like, nah, but if I overstep my shit, feel me, my dad. In the past, a dad was like where kids say, I don't know if my dad might kill me. And you like that shit, dad, he ain't gonna kill you, but they like, nah, he will kill me. I'm not all the way sure he won't. Like that. That's when you know, like, yeah, you a real father. When your kids have those thoughts, like, you never did nothing to them. Just your presence as a man. Where they like, I know he can. Of course, by the time they turn teens and things like this, so then they know better. But when they're young and you like speak with authority to them, like stop. You should see eyes. You should see tears welling up in their eyes. That's how it is with like my son and my daughter. If I just like my daughter grown now, but I'm talking about in the time. My son's still like that. I told him like before, like yo, don't just be calling me. It don't matter what I said to him, but he like 11. He started like tears well up in his eyes. He know I ain't gonna do nothing to him. I ain't even talking to him in that way. But you get it? It's just the authority. Just the words make him feel like he in trouble. That's how parents was in the past. You playing with your parents and then they change their tone and you wasn't confused. You know, in the daytime, y'all will keep playing in embarrassment. Your parent gets serious, but you feel a little embarrassed, so you like, I'm a... Nah, pass, you shield. Like, I'm done. Soon as she looked this way like that, I'm chilling. I do not want to get my ass whooped like last time. So, times change, and because of that, the character change. And so, now a little kid don't even care if he kill another little kid. In my day, that would have never happened because you like my mom and my daddy gonna beat my ass, my nigga. When they find out that I killed Miss So-and-so's. I'm gonna get my whole ass whooped now. He ain't even popped in his head like I'm gonna shoot nobody. That was some shit you decided when you was grown. As a kid, you like, can't do it. In the daytime, y'all crazy. Texas a nigga. Yeah, some people of age where they grasp. Some of y'all parents younger than me. So, you know, it's different. How you came up probably different. Scary days is right. Best thing I could tell most of y'all, stay off the street. These ain't the days for lingering around. Go where you going. You take your ass home. You find you a nice lady or somebody or something that will keep you in the house. Because that's what a woman was for in the past. I don't know what kind of girls y'all got now. In the past, when a nigga got him a girlfriend, you ain't really see him a lot no more. And this was good. She kept him out of trouble. It changed his whole fucking perspective of life. Your girl do that for you? She make you feel like, damn, I need to get a job and shit. Or do she make you feel like I need to go sell some dope so I could be lit online? Because that ain't no girlfriend. A real girlfriend thinking about y'all future in the long run. Not the quick, fast moments and then you be in jail looking dumb. You want to get you a chick that's like your mama. If the chick telling you shit your mama wouldn't tell you, don't fuck with her. Your girl should sound just like your mama in certain moments where you like, she get on my fucking nerves. That mean you got you a good one. You get it? And it's the same with a woman. The man you with should be telling you stuff your daddy would tell you. You got a good one. If the nigga telling you dumb shit like hold my gun in my work, then you ask yourself, will my dad Will my dad ask me to risk myself like that? And if your answer is hell no, get a new boyfriend. Why? That's your boyfriend. Like y'all gonna have a life together, but we're putting you out there in the risk. That part. Same with a man. You with a girl and she putting you in situations where you like, damn, I'ma die. Get a new girlfriend. Put a gun in her purse. Yeah. You got a lot of that going on. I was in the streets. My baby mamas, both of them know I ain't never put no gun in their hand. I don't even play like that. Mind your fucking business and you get it? No drugs, none of that. My daughter's mama ain't never carried no drugs or nothing. I bring her on this bitch to tell y'all herself, like, nah, this nigga ain't. The most he did was bag up shit in front of my face and that's it. But he ain't never let me touch. Meaning she ain't never bagged up a drug. She never learned nothing. She don't even smoke. Meaning she can't even smoke. I'm that type of person. I smoke, but you don't. You ain't getting this shit from me. You better go get your habit from somebody else. So I'm like that. I'm bagging up smoking. My baby mama young, so she want to do all that shit too on the low. Let me try. If you gonna get the fuck away from me, feed my daughter like that. Let me smoke too. No, you only got enough money for me to. You only got enough money for me to smoke. I want to be clear. I take care. A lot of y'all probably got me like some wild dumb nigga. No, my baby mamas will tell you they self. No, he like a man. He keep us out of shit. And nigga pay all the bills. I don't do shit. I just lay around with a bad attitude. So most people tell you like his baby mama's got bad fucking attitudes because of that. Lay around chilling. Just keep up with the crib and be like my secretary and shit. Because I don't like talking on the phone. So that's all they had to do when they was with me. Just be my secretary. And don't get in my way too much. Like I ain't doing nothing, so just don't get in my way. And so find you the right type of man if you're a young chick. Somebody with authority. But fair, you know. More on your side. Because a man supposed to be stronger, so he should be fair, but more lenient to you. Like, you get a little extra because you're weak. If you want like real 50-50 life, or real full force balance, then you get it. You could just be gay. But you a chick. Now, if y'all have any questions, ask. I'm gonna come back another day. Did y'all give back? Nope. I see y'all gave back on here, but ain't nothing come through my main lines, big baby. Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and do this video explaining the sacred feminine in every religion. Who's watching them? My smoking bottles. I just want to know. You don't have to take offense and get scared. I don't do tricks. I'm just real. It may bother you. Help to give me a perspective. Say, okay. We living in times where they don't like that so much. I wouldn't know. All I can do is ask. When I ask y'all stuff, y'all get scared. Guess it's because I'm wise, so you figure like it's about to be a dumb moment. Most of the time, if I ask you a question, I just want to answer. I'm trying to figure out your logic. Not so I could say anything, just to figure out your logic. Like, you know how sometimes I'll be like, how your mind came to that? Like that. I'm trying to figure out, like, how your brain work. Y'all don't care how people brain work. You get So we kind of clashed there. I'm like, why he acting like that? I'm trying to figure out why y'all don't never be crystal clear. But I get it now. Y'all don't really ask people, like, what the fuck is you talking about? How your brain get there, so you can kind of be clear, like, how your brain work. Peace and wisdom all out. Texas nigga said, you hitting too hard. It's because I'm sitting down, slouched down. Yeah, I'm tired. Mind you, if you smoking bud and they not coughing, they shouldn't be smoking no bud. What are you smoking? I'm smoking the cheap stuff. I smoke the stuff that changed the whole tone of your voice. You should get high pitch. Like, is it like, hey, like that? So, what you smoking? If I'm smoking, shit costs $100 a blunt. You see how I sound? Make your whole chest like medicine, nigga. They gotta let it kick in. Like, nah, I'm just playing. Some of y'all goofy, I don't know y'all perspective of drugs. You get it? Some of y'all are like really simple minded. I don't take no offense. Just be self aware. Life is more than. You get it? Some of y'all are sheltered and simple minded. You think life is this strange circle you grown up in. I know some people never been outside before. 40 years old, live with their mama. They never really been outside of going to work. And you know how small their perspective is? Like that. They like a 5-year-old. Everything in life is here for you. You get my point? Everything. If you see me slurring, mine ain't sharp like it be. Then you look at stuff I'm doing. If I'm fucking sharp as shit, nigga, why would you care? You get my point? Y'all like that in the daytime. Y'all look for things to say, forgetting you need a. I'm gonna say that again for some of y'all that's slow. Y'all live in a time where y'all seeking attention. Or y'all like lost in judgment. You have to have a reason. So if I tell somebody I don't like that you drink, it's cause they sloppy. I wouldn't just tell a person I don't like that you drink. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's like me telling them don't live, do whatever I say. That's crazy. He got his life together. Who the fuck am I to tell him not to have a drink? Like that. I come from a time where you critique a thing for a reason. You don't just go around pointing out dumb shit. Like that. Y'all like that. Y'all just point out anything. Like, he smoke. So what? Is he dirty and shit? No, he fly than me. He wears silk shirts and shit, but he smoke. His lips pinker than mine, but that ain't the point. He smoke. Well, how much do he fucking smoke? Then you say his lips pinker than yours? That part. This the same blunt from the same video. The video been on 2 hours. That part. Y'all be so desperate to say something. Some of y'all mind there where you like solid smoke all day and all the time. Huh? That part. I'm grown. Half the time when I like the blunt, it's because I know y'all be smoking. Y'all be saying dumb shit. Like, I'm about to light up another fatty. I love how I smoke. It's sexy. Like, she wanna sex me because I'm sexy. Like, that's my slogan. Your girl wanna sex me. Let me stop bothering y'all. I forgot your address since you. He said, yeah, that K2 take the mind. I mean, if I see somebody, I got limits. You get my point? I come from the time where your daddy a whole crackhead. So niggas like, just smoke some weed. Some of y'all elders told y'all that you my age. Your elders told you like, listen, I know you gonna be outside, but just smoke some weed or something. Don't be getting I come from different times. You had niggas on heroin, coke, crack. You get it? And so grown-ups in my day, real, they like everybody gonna play with, you get it? This real life. They gonna come of age, they gonna try to play with the liquor and man, they tell us early, man, don't be going past no weed. They call it reefers. There you go. They say like real drugs. Man, you better not play with those real. In my day, adults is real. So they like weed is little kid fucking drugs. Meaning back in the day, they sniffing yayo. So you pull up talking about I got some weed. They like, nigga, we bumping. Nigga like, we partying our nose. What are you talking about? That's like a cigarette. So that's like kiddie drugs, like stuff that kids play around with. They roll up the little paper, smoke the little joint, pretend like they have enough. You get it? Because weed don't do nothing to you. So I guess that's why it's like tea. If you not somebody that smoke and you wonder like what is weed? What is it like? It's like when it's real cold outside, and then you come in and you drink some tea, and you get real cozy. But you know how the cold make you like a little tired and zoned out? Where you like, you know how the cold make you like easy to zone? It's like that. It make you still. If you somebody that got what they call like OCD, what's that called? Not OCD, ADHD. Weed might can help you. I will give you that before I give you pharmaceuticals. Weed natural. But that might can help you, you know? If you somebody where you like, man, I always gotta be doing something and you can't just sit still and kinda just relax and enjoy. You kinda always be having to do something. And maybe you need to smoke like a little bud. It'll bring you down a little bit. Man, I had a fucking dream the other night, excuse my language. Nigga done shot me. What the fuck am I having these kind of dreams for? One of y'all wishing death on me, big baby? Be doing no shit like that. That will break my daughter's heart. You right? Blame it on. That will break my daughter's heart. Don't do that. That's how you gotta hit niggas in the daytime. Put it on your kids so you can touch their heart. Man, don't kill me. You will break my daughter's heart. Then he be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like you too. Oh yeah, I like your little son and shit like that, man. Try it. Be having them heated arguments. Whoever you arguing with, they like your kid. They ain't really thinking about them in the moment. They got to bust your head. Be like, chill, you know my kids, man. You gonna break their heart. And they be like, oh yeah, I grew up. I know you. Y'all need something to remind y'all in the day, like you know that person. Man, the people that killed FBG Duck was his buddies from back in the day. Everybody that died today, they buddies killed them. Ain't nobody getting killed by strangers. I hope that ain't what y'all think. I mean, them people that killed XXXTentacion was his cousins or some shit. Right? Right? I don't know. It's just strange. I would say don't smoke weed, don't do nothing if you young, because I see y'all on here like weed, like y'all like be desperate to be on something. The young gonna want to experiment, so I get that. I'm gonna tell you like the old schoolers told me, don't be going past weed. You trying to have problems in life. This is why I don't drink or nothing. I'm pretty much a sober person. Meaning if you a partier, so I'm a dry nigga. I don't drink nothing. I can't drink Henny and none of that. The most I could drink is champagne or wine. That ain't burn my throat so much. So I'm like a baby in regards to drinking. I can't do it. It just ain't my thing. Like I don't got no problem with it. I just can't do it. Like it's disgusting. Like the way it tastes. It burns my throat. I don't see the point. Next person like it. As long as you ain't sloppy, I don't whatever. Mm-hmm. But because how I came up, most of my friends they drunks at most. You get it? I ain't got no friends that's like he a dope head and no boy I grew up with in my age generation really got them problems. Playing around with that liquor too much and probably an alcoholic. You get it? Now, when I was young, I didn't really play with that shit. That wasn't my thing. I started late, so I started smoking late, and you get it? I wasn't somebody that was like how I am now. I'm strong. I'm gonna do me. Whatever y'all doing, y'all doing. Just don't disrespect me and shit. Y'all got friends like me now. I mean, you might be young, but you got a friend like me. He don't do nothing that y'all do, and y'all don't judge him or nothing because he ain't playing with you. He about to fuck one of y'all up. Oh, he down for the action, but don't tell him what to do. Like, so niggas is smoking and drinking. Ain't nobody gonna be teasing me like, oh, you a punk. You won't. You get it? Cheese just don't drink. None of that shit. Some of y'all playing around. I have a drug problem. Once you have a drug problem, all your successes get boiled down to just beating the drug. You get it? The amount of strength it takes to conquer them heavy drugs, like a cocaine habit, a crack habit, a dope habit. Man, all that energy would have been put into a nigga succeeding in his talent. He smoked that shit away. You get it? You got a lot of drug addicts that's old now. They had a hell of a talent. Man, they spent so much time trying to kick the habit. You get it? That was all the energy that needed to be put into them. You get my point? You got some people that get lucky and they get put on with a habit. But we know how that go. Meaning they never get to get to their success because everything going into the habit. Either them trying to kick it, you get my point? And so I'm just thankful my mom's wasn't on no drugs. Meaning my mother, she was like spick and span clean with it. So this is why I started smoking late. Because that shit would have got frowned upon. You get it? I'm going home to a different kind of household. My mama opinion mattered to me. So you get my point? I'm gonna be coming in the crib looking stupid and shit. I was always viewed as smart. So to do stupid shit, they ain't fly for me. You look kind of dumb. Don't nobody believe you don't know better. So I always kind of watched my step. I was a little mature. Then I was kind of like the only child. My sister moved out early. So from like 11, I'm in the house by myself. Because of that, I gotta kind of, be a little mature. So you better watch if something happened to you when I'm at work. They gonna fucking take you. So in that, you like, okay, I gotta be on my job. I can't really get in no trouble. I gotta kind of be outside, but still be on point. And that you grow up faster. It's just responsibility. Some of y'all need to do that with y'all kids. Give them a little responsibility here and there. When I look back, my mom did a real good job. You know, she used to start to let me go to school by myself when I was 10 on the subway. And most people would look at that like, man, that's crazy. But it wasn't. I knew responsibility. I was like real advanced. Anybody knew me as a kid, they know, like, nah, that motherfucker was on point. You get it? I'm the kid where you like watch the other kids, but he the kid, but that nigga grown. Like, he got it. But it's from like stuff like that. I'll be given a little responsibility as I'm growing up. By the time you turn 12, 13, 14, you're a little more mature than everybody. I'm not talking burden responsibility. Watch your siblings. That's burden. Steal from your childhood. But I'm talking responsibility in a freedom sense. Like, I'm going to let you go to school alone. Then you got to make it back. Kind of like a nature thing. I'm going to let you go out in the wild. You got to hunt your own food today. And today we going to see if you can make it back. And you can make it back. You feel proud. She feel proud. You get it? And then you go from there. Like coming to age stuff. Y'all need to bring that back. That's why I tell y'all, stop getting so lost in society and start looking at the little things. Y'all got y'all own values and y'all own celebrations. That's personal to y'all. Like, you get it? Make your own things. When you turn 16, you get it? These kids got to go through certain things. This is how it was in the tribe. Kids turn certain ages, they got to go through certain trials. So they don't be so dependent. How we do, we just take care of our kids and then hopefully they get grown and learn something. When you're dealing with the tribes out in nature, when a kid turn 11 or 12, you get it? It's their first something. You turn 13, it's their first something else. But they being brought along, you get it? To kind of learn as they go. Like, you have to be dependent. When you're dealing with nature, everybody have to be, can't nobody be dependent on the next person, or that make the weak link. The chain gonna break in nature. Everybody in nature got their responsibility in the tribe. Think like an army, a basketball team. If the one player on the team is dependent on the next player, the team gonna crumble because he can't do what he need to do, and it's gonna all trickle down. Worse than that, we ain't talking about a team, we talking about a family. So that's your family member that's gonna be helpless. How they gonna make it in life? That mean they gonna be another tribe slave. If you can't do nothing, that's all you could be. And so you get it? Everybody got brought along. You gotta pass your little trials. Y'all need family trials. Like, over time, make morals and things. Like, you know, get some of that old thing back. That way, you know, it's a start for the kids to have some kind of like structure. To teach them manners. These are the things I learned growing up. Teach them manners, you teach them structure, you teach them balance. My grandmother used to make me run on a wheelbarrow till I learned how to balance myself. And balance was the most important thing. And so, just go past the physical. Y'all need like little trials y'all go through. She used to make me, my sisters, and my cousin hang on top of the door. She said, if you let go, you're going to break your legs. Hold on. We be hanging up there for an hour. Really believing if we drop, we going to break our legs. Feet this far from the goddamn ground, but when you young, you don't know. You like, oh, hell no. Eventually, we dropped. And realized, like, ain't shit shit happened, just the ground was right there. But learn to conquer your fear, and that she made us stronger. Meaning we were hanging on to that shit for hours. Then they'd take us down because we'd never let go. Then we'd be hanging up there again sometime. And we won't let go. Then eventually over the years, you eventually let go or fall. And then you realize, like, man, I've been hanging up there for nothing. That shit wasn't no fall. You get it? My feet burn a little bit, but that's it. But over all that time, now your arm's strong as hell. And so you get it? The people put the time in the past. That's what's missing. Like, that's what that mean when I'm basically giving you that little history. You see how they put the little bit of time in, like, when my little, my mother's sister, she had a daughter, this her last daughter. Me and my sister put the time in to teach her to walk, because she was catching on and shit slow. I don't want to go into details of things, but she was neglected, so you get it? She wasn't coming along right. Because we was raised like that, it was just natural in our instincts to put the time in. Man, we had her walking, running around in like a month or two. Y'all don't do that. Like, put the attention in that, then the kids be like, oh. I don't know what you said, Texas. I said the kid that can drive the uncle car and the other nephews ain't got that much luxury. I have no clue what you saying, champ. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Take in the jewels. Do the best you can in this life. Try not to compete with people. This is when you're going to start losing, you know, yourself and other things. Just focus on what you're doing. Find the talent. Well, you can't find the talent. You should have. Everyone's blessed with a talent. And the talent ain't for you to get rich or nothing. The talent is truly so you have something to do when you're alone. Man don't realize the city and all these things is man-made stuff. If they wasn't never made, you'd be in the forest somewhere right now with your tribe. And so I hope you got a talent. You be gonna be bored in the motherfucker. Some of y'all sitting in the crib, you bored right now because you ain't got a talent. But the next dude, he write rhymes. Y'all in the same crib, he ain't bored, but you are. He chilling right now, listening to instrumentals, getting busy. He could do that for hours by himself. You got something like that for you? That's what you call a talent. A life gave that to you, keep you out of trouble. Give you something to do in your idle time. Because if you idle time, if you ain't got nothing to do in your idle time, you're gonna get in trouble. And so if you got a talent, you better think life you got it, and you better treat it like it need be treated. And if you ain't got no talent, you better find one. Otherwise, you gonna become a critic. That's like a nigga that ain't got no talent, so they just got something to say about. They just got something to say about people that got talents, my nigga, because they ain't got one. A movie critic, Stephen A. Smith, critic. A nigga that ain't got shit. A nigga that's useless. I like Stephen A. Smith. I'm just playing. But you feel me? You don't want to be a critic. That ain't healthy. You want to have talent. You don't want to have to sit around waiting for niggas to do dumb shit and shit. You want to already have something. You feel me? I take pride that I ain't. Shit, if ain't nothing happening in gossip world, that is okay, big baby. You know how much wisdom I got? I always got content like that. The nigga sitting around right now like, damn, ain't nothing to happen today? He gonna make up something. He gotta find something to talk about. He gonna make up something. You ain't gotta, you feel me? And so, everything go deep, but Hopefully your mom ain't just put the video game or the phone in your face, because your talent, you would have found it between 3 and 8. You understand? But like if you had like a video game and some shit put in your face, then you probably ain't fine. So that's just the truth of the matter. Things to know. If you having a kid between 3, you don't want to distract them from they self before 8. When I say distract them from they self, I mean like let them watch TVs and move. Put them on a schedule. You can watch TV from this time, but it's important they get alone time. You know, where they be like, I'm bored, I ain't got nothing to do. That's good. Find yourself. Find yourself. You good. Yeah, so when I was growing up, we had moments like that where you was bored as hell. That's when you start bothering your bigger sibling. You're like, I ain't got shit to do. Let me go nag this shit. Let me go nag this shit out my big sister, big baby. But you find your talent, then you ain't gotta be bothered. You ain't gotta be bothering nobody. And you feel me? You got something for you. And so life give us a gift. It probably sound funny. I see y'all laughing. That this is the truest thing I could tell y'all. I got about 4, 5 talents. They keep me quite busy. You get it? And so, and I know what they for. You can get rich off your talent. But more than that, and if you a writer, maybe you knit. You truly don't know your blessing. It's a motherfucker that can't sit by themselves like how you doing, where you like, I'm doing something. I don't, you get it? You don't feel bored. You like, I'm fine. I need to be by myself to focus while I'm knitting. Or if you writing the music, you like, I don't want nobody around me. I'm writing like, and you actually can be fulfilled by yourself. This means if it was no one in existence, you could actually fall into your own mind and talent. You get my point? I don't think y'all grasp how deep that is. Some of y'all got a kid right now, they got a little talent. They just sitting over, and I ain't talking about playing video games. They sitting in the corner with their talent, like how people be playing them video games. And you get my point? That's the most special thing in life to witness. Meaning if you're looking at your child and you seeing like, oh, he writing a little story. He just sitting here writing the story. Well, he got a blessing. You get it? You know how many kids gonna have idle time and they ain't gonna be able to do that. Find something to do with they self when they bored and don't have nothing else to do. And so it's one of the greatest glories. A lot of people are robbed of it. Some people find their talent when they like 40, 50, but it starts with the being alone and blocking out the world. And then you just find yourself. You don't want to overdo things. That's why I said, like, if there's anything that I say that you hear and you like, I think I like that, I want to embark on that. And get a one-on-one. If it ain't gonna be no long discussion, you don't gotta pay for that. You don't have to pay to talk to me. If it's gonna be quick and to the point. But get understanding on anything you hear. Don't just hear something and then kind of, add your own perspective. Because a lot of y'all hurt yourselves. It's like when I said I eat 1 time a day, then y'all made like a whole group out of that. It might be a group of that right now. I don't even know what y'all be having on. Y'all done started so many things out of the things I done said over the years. And make them y'all own whole ongoing weird thing. And so when I came, everybody vegan, they this or that. My diet is 1 time a day, but it's season thing. Meaning I move with nature. Summertime I eat 1 time a day. It's too hot for all that shit. I'm drinking more, I'm fruiting, and you get it? I'm like a vegan in the summer. I deal with the grain and I don't really want all of that meat. For wintertime, I eat meat. I might eat 2, 3 times a day in the winter. You see, like my face a little fatter. It's wintertime. I might eat 2, 3 times in the winter. I don't know. It depends on how much energy I'm burning. But when I first came, I just said like I eat 1 time a day. That's my diet. We could go 3 weeks without eating before we die. So what I need to eat 3 times a day for? And you get it? Next thing you know, a bunch of y'all start doing that, but probably make yourself sick or something. You don't know what you're doing. You work at the whole warehouse, man. Lifting up 97-pound boxes. Blood, you need to eat. I'm not doing that. So I don't need to eat. You work at the warehouse trying to eat once a day like Solid's about to die. So again, if anything I say you hear that you like, well, get a little one-on-one before you like start trying stuff. A lot of things I do is for the wise. It might not work. It might not work good for you. You gotta be in a certain state of mind and spirit. You get it? That's like anything. If a person really delicate minded and spirited and you say, hey, take this gun and shoot, then they like, I can't do that. Look at it in reverse. Like, for the good delicate person to tell a crazy shooting nigga, man, just sit still and be and breathe. He like, I don't even know what you talking about. Leave me alone. I want to shoot people like that. Y'all in a whole different flow. Some of the stuff I'm saying is it worked for when you in a certain mindset. You at peace with it. Now you trying to go further. So like that, y'all be skipping like y'all levels. Some of y'all still disturbed in your mind and in your emotional state. I don't carry no grudge or no burden. You get it? If something happened between me or one of y'all, I don't remember. It's not allowed for me. That's filth. You might not be there though. And so some of the things I might be explaining this for that, for somebody that's they further along. Meaning they got emotional control. They're not gonna pack on top of whatever's already there. If they already cleanse themselves out, they're not gonna pack on no new emotional problems. They got a full understanding of what that is. That can stay in the moment. I mean, they'll argue with you in the moment, but that shit got to stay there. I'm not about to carry it on to tomorrow and the day after. Hell nah, that don't do nothing for me. Damn sure don't do nothing for you either. Wisdom is all emotional cleaning and mental cleaning. Don't look at it like a receiving knowledge. Look at it like the knowledge is already there. You just got a bunch of stuff that you packed on top of it. And sort through what you already got in your mind and get rid of what don't need to be there. It's just taking up space. And then the mind will start to work. Look at it like that. Y'all emotional states in y'all minds can't work because y'all got dirt on it. Once y'all clean the dirt off it, that's the bad, past thoughts. The little disturbed emotional states y'all kick into ever so often. If you could clean those things away, you get my point? Your emotional state in your mind can start working. You can grasp the beginning parts of this video when I was explaining God is orgasm or heaven is an orgasm. The organism is the manifested orgasm. Orgasm, organism. The same word. It's just to say like your physical orgasm. Meaning y'all all orgasm manifested. That's to say like heaven. Heaven being a state of mind. That state of mind being awareness. So it's a place of light. Highest place. A place of seeing. Awareness. It's the best way I can explain it. But like I said, once the semen falls out, so heaven fell. Oh, thank you, Kundalini Devotion. She said, you're just so lovable. Yeah, some of y'all could see my truth. I'm a really nice person and really Loving and giving. I don't like you and I ain't gonna like you if you ain't got no honor. Then I'm like the reverse to the same extreme. Like, you feel me? I don't know how to explain it. Much as I laugh, as much as I curse you out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But if you watch me closely, then you'll see like he's perfectly balanced. He's just as angry and mean as he is nice and generous. It's just all how your energy is, like how I feel you. Trill Chris said, how can I make sure that I don't ever fall into competition? By not competing with people. Lion Zion, yeah, you got that bored, so you probably been going a little deep in thought about yourself. But he said he's been trying to break from the internet, music, gossip, all of that. Yeah, you want to give yourself a time from that. That stuff mess up your emotional state. Hearing somebody else gossip and arguing can put you in that state. Sometimes y'all watch people debate and you like, man, I would have said this. You start getting emotionally attached to what you watch and start putting yourself in a position like if you was there and what you would have said. Then you be like, man, this nigga dumb. You get it? You talking to the teeth and this nigga dumb and you get it? That shit carry over. Next thing you know, you talking to the next person like that, and next thing you know, you having a debate just like the one you were watching. You arguing with your sibling or something. And so you get my point? The things we see, the things we hear, these things is important. Like, there's nothing more important. You want to become aware of that. Look at the music you listen to. Is it negative? Because if it is, this is all you filling yourself up with on the emotional level. That music got a tone. You got to feel. You're putting yourself on that vibration. And that vibration is going to manifest the chaos. It's going to manifest that chaotic vibration. I'm not saying you can never listen to the music you like. You might got some violent music you like. You better put yourself on some kind of schedule where you say, like, I'm not waking up putting this into my fresh mind. You get it? I'm not going to sleep on this note no more. You get my point? You better find a balance. And then at some point pull for just, you see how I listen to music, it got no words? Nigga, words might just forget it. I don't know what nobody gonna say. He ain't saying nothing, ain't nothing to think about. Let the mind flow. When you don't know wise temples and things like that, you gonna always hear like sounds, music, but with no words. You get it? You walk into like a Buddhist temple, you might hear like a you get it? You gonna hear a sound, cause sound tap into the emotion. If you understand things on the level I do, music used for healing, meaning I use the music to put myself in whatever state I want to be in. So sometime I might be going deep into something. So then I need like a certain kind of music, like what y'all will call more evil sounding. It helps my mind to go there. I don't know how to explain it. I guess a musician can understand. He say like, yeah, certain kind of instrumentals that I can like go crazy on the beat. That's how it is with me with wisdom. The deepest I'm ever gonna go is when there ain't no sound, just crystal clear naked. But I never found that yet. There's always sound somewhere. But so I just control them. Like, you get it? The sirens in the background, dog barking, there's always sounds. So then I just make my own sounds, like put on what I want to hear. And then certain times I put on certain music because I'm gonna It's all tied into the emotion, which y'all have to be aware of what y'all listen to. I can get some of y'all, put y'all in a certain environment and play a certain type of music. No words though. And you'll be like wise as shit. But then like after I cut off the music and then the next day you're gonna be like how you was. Like how you was before I got you. I could prove this. I mean, anybody want to be like, what would you call it? A guinea pig? But I ain't experimenting nothing on you. Like instruments, stuff of music. But if anybody want to test it out, meaning you knowing like people don't know me as being wise. I'm not no dummy or nothing, but I ain't viewed as no genius. I guarantee you I could sit, put you in a certain environment. When I say a certain environment, I'm not talking like nothing weird. Like a nice room, you get it? Some of y'all be cluttered the fuck out. Your environment is cluttered. Your brain like that. In the out environment like the mine. I need space. I don't want shit. You get it? If you like that, let's say you got a big house, but you like, let's say you got a living room and you get $100,000, you can put any furniture in there you want. If you the person that like, I don't want to put no furniture in it, I like it open, like a museum, and maybe one chair or something like, but I'd rather keep my space so I can feel like I'm in a museum, I can do what I want. Others of y'all like, no, I want to flood it with furniture. However big the space is, the more furniture I could fit. And you want a whole bunch of walls in your house. I'm wise, I don't want that. Just one big space. I don't get all that up shit the fuck out of here. I need to move around like my mind. When you get wise, clutter disturb you. Too much. Get it? It disturbs you. You understand like free. The mind have to be free. The self too. Too much stuff. It bound you to places. It bound you to things. Be free. Peace and wisdom lie in Zion. Yeah, man. Be careful what y'all listen to. Try to get to a place where you don't have to listen to nothing. You can just listen to air. Chirping up the birds. I like these kind of sounds the best, but I like that. Get to a place where you have inner music. Not like y'all's favorite rap songs pop up in y'all head. This don't do nothing for y'all soul though. And when you get to a place where your own music kind of emerges within. This is a real thing. That's why I gave you that example. If you want a right frequency and you want a right path of life and you live in by a moral code and really dedicating yourself to the wisdom, because a lot of y'all don't realize my dedication. I sacrifice a lot for the wisdom, but that's my choosing. And so you ain't gonna be wiser than me. Meaning if some of y'all could see the sacrifice, then you will get it. Like, yeah, I couldn't be wiser than him. It's time. You gotta put the time in. And so you get to a place where you have your own inner music. Music no one know. No one heard. And we have some people who have made these beats. Like the dude making beats, he didn't. That's his inner music. When Kanye West make them beats and he ain't jacking somebody else's beat, and it's just coming directly from him, that's his inner music. That's playing in his head. He didn't come from nowhere. Like that. But imagine if you ain't a music producer, but like that. You begin to get your own inner music, your own inner peace. Your guardian angel or your morals become more present to you. You get it? I'm not never alone. You see how I act, kind of like I'm big and bad, or like I'm not never alone. I'm not alone. I don't know how to explain it. You feel like this presence with me, a greater one than myself, type of thing. You get nervous at first. You get my point? Meaning I had to adjust to the wisdom. You can feel the presence. And so some of y'all got negative presences upon y'all. We ain't the same. My words are balanced. Say like be balanced, be fair. Y'all try to, you get it? Listen to the words. And we'll grasp the presence. You're not self-aware, so some of y'all be a little, not all the way honorable. I feel a presence, man. You should be scared. That ain't your moral. You get my point? When I tell y'all I got a guardian angel on my moral, it's a heavy presence. I feel it. Then you listen to what I say. I speak like morals. You could say I feel like you don't live by morals. Cool, but you never seen me do nothing outside of morals all this time, unless you want to make up something. You get it? Like that. I just speak morals. I speak the presence. The presence I feel. Calling my own guardian angel. Y'all have y'all own. Like I said, I explained morals before. Y'all push y'all morals or y'all inner voice aside. When y'all start having sex, stuff like that. You get it? Doing things to where that voice don't pop up no more and have you like, I shouldn't do this. You just kind of do what you want now. That voice been left. When you was a young kid, you might steal out the store with my friend, but you had that voice in your head like, don't do it. You overrode it when you was a kid. You did it, whatever. And sex came up. You get it? You go through different things in life as a kid growing up, where you override your morals, which is that little voice that you always had with you when you was a kid. Most of y'all don't have that now. You could just go slap the shit out somebody. It's no voice popped in your head like you shouldn't slap him like that. But you kind of thinking like, yeah, when I was young, a voice would have popped in my head and said, don't slap him. But now I just slap the shit out any nigga say anything I don't like. It's like the nigga that's shooting and he just shoot anybody, he don't care. Man, he used to have a voice the first time he did that. That was like, don't do that. And he said, nah, fuck it, I'ma do it. It's like the young girl, when she first had sex, that voice popped in. Don't not give away your goodies. And she said, nah, I'ma just do it. Now overrid y'all morals, this y'all guardian angels. So y'all told them to go away. When you don't oblige. When you're young, you know that voice, right? But you like, I want to do what I want. It's like your mama when your mama ain't around. It's like this invisible mama we all got. This shit pop in our head. Not when you grown. You usually overrode it by then. But you get my point? That's your morals or your guardian angels. Most people, they push their guardian angels aside by the time they get grown because they've over, you get it? They don't want to hear the voice. They just do whatever they want always. And so you got to earn them back. You got to be your own morals to kind of call them back. But once they come back, you will notice when you go to do something dishonorable, then it will kick in your head like that ain't right, man. You get it? If I go to do one of y'all unfair, then I don't feel right. Anybody. My morals is heavy. My guardian angels, they heavy, like on me. And that, I'll stay like I need to stay, but I can feel them. But it ain't. It's scary at first because you know you coming from the other side. I'm coming from the bad side, but it is a lot of it. You can feel the presence sometimes. Sometimes certain things happen. I've seen my angel, but it's another story. But the presence is heavy. It's the same for all of y'all. The more, if you grasp what I said with the morals and the voice when you was young, that voice is a presence. It ain't just a voice in your head, but it's an actual presence in you. And it don't have to be in you. Like, the more it grow out of you. I'm little, but I might walk somewhere and everybody like nervous. It's my presence. Say, I don't know what it is about him, but he make me nervous. It ain't me. It's the presence. Say, he feel big, but that nigga little. It's the presence. A lot of y'all see me in life, and you feel away like, I'm nervous of this nigga. If I say the wrong thing, what's gonna happen? I'm little though. It's the presence. Like, man can't see. You just know what he feel. Like, this nigga feel heavy. It's the angels that got with me. They heavy on honor. So, like that's the best way I can explain it. But the same way a man pull evil thoughts from the evil parts of himself, drug dealer, he pull his little ideas to make his drug business better from wherever he pull it from. His own mind. Say, maybe we gonna bag this shit up like this now. I got a new idea. We gonna try this now. This nigga just popping up with new evil ass ideas to serve the evil he doing. Because he on that accord already. So it's the same when you on the honorable accord. I'm saying that so y'all can grasp, if y'all put y'all mind and y'all emotional state into a certain vibration, you'll get wisdom directly from your own self. Deep wisdom. The same way an evil nigga get evil ass ideas. You don't even know where they came. He say he thought of that. We think we make up thoughts. So he probably say he thought of that. But you get it? That's how the mind works. Like I said, the mind is like a mansion. There's many rooms in it. And whatever room you in, you're going to pull from the entity in there. And so if you got the mind on the right vibration, you get that God knowing. You get it? You put your mind on another vibration, you be dumb as hell. You be a whole follower. Now, everybody what they is because they mind on whatever vibration they keep it on. And so you have to become aware of these things and grow. Now I'm about to depart. Thank you all for viewing. I'm glad y'all didn't nobody trolled or nothing. Y'all have been well to the wise one. Salam shalom. Kundalini said every time someone do me wrong, powers that be tell people I'm an angel. I don't get it. But salam shalom. Now I'm departing. Y'all enjoy y'all evening and be well.